Alex, tell us about our recent launch of Cerbos Hub.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're here at KubeCon in Chicago, and yesterday we announced the launch of Cerbos Hub. So Cerbos Policy Decision Points, which is the open source project that we released a couple of years ago, is at the core of what Cerbos does. And Cerbos Hub is the management control plane that sits on top as an orchestration and a management interface for your Cerbos instances. So Cerbos Hub really gives you 3 new capabilities. First off, you get a fully collaborative editing environment, so you and colleagues can all work in one workspace and iterate, involve, and test your policies in an environment that gives you instant feedback, runs your tests, gives you insight into how your policies are performing. The second thing is a fully managed CI/CD pipeline. So with the open source project, you would run Cerbos in your infrastructure, and as your infrastructure scales, you would end up with n number of Cerbos policy decision points, which is great. But now you end up with this synchronization problem where you might have 5 decision points, each pulling in policy separately. And when there's a change, what could happen is those 5 instances could end up with different policies at any moment in time as they get their updates. Cerbos Hub solves that. As part of the CI/CD pipeline, Cerbos Hub will pull in your policies from your GitHub repo, run in any tests, validate those files, create a pre-optimized encoded version of your policies, and distribute that in a coordinated manner to all the connected Cerbos instances. Those policies will be loaded into a far more performant format. So Cerbos Hub managed policies are actually optimized compared to the open source project, and really gives you a much smoother rollout deployment story. And the third thing that Cerbos Hub delivers is a brand new embedded policy decision point. So embedded policy decision points take your exact same policy files and create a WebAssembly module, and those policies can then be evaluated on device or at edge in environments where you don't necessarily want to hit the back end to make policy decisions. So that's Cerbos Hub. You can find out more at cerbos.dev.